Hello students, today we will study chapter number 9 of science, and the name of the chapter is about flowering plants. So here in this chapter we will learn about the flowering plants. Plants which bear flowers. So they are classified into herbs, shrubs and trees. So here we will do the contrasting study of herbs, shrubs and trees. So first point is, in herbs they are small sized plants, whereas shrubs are medium sized plants and trees are very tall plants. Herbs have soft green stems. In shrubs, stem is hard and woody, and trees have thick hard woody stem and which is known as trunk. Herbs may or may not have branches. Shrubs have many branches, that is why they look bushy. And in trees, branches arises from the trunk after a certain height. Means when they attain a certain height, then the branches started from the trunk. And we have the examples in herbs: marigold, potato, tomato, etc. We have many more examples. In shrubs we have rose, China rose, henna. In henna we can understand by mehendi, simple. And in trees we have mango tree, neem tree, guava tree and etc. So this is the contrasting study of herbs, shrubs and trees. So by this you can understand what is the difference between these three. Now the next is parts of a plant. There are two parts of a plant: shoot and root. What do you mean by shoot? The part which is above the ground, the part which we can see, like stem, leaves, flowers and fruits. And root is the part below the ground. So here first we will study root. As you know, the root is the part below the ground. So there are types of root. One is tap roots and fibrous roots. What do you mean by tap root? It is the main stem which grows vertically downwards. It has branches coming out of it. So as you can see in the figure itself, there is a main stem, and after that main stem which is growing vertically downwards, and then the branches are coming out of it. So you can see what kind of root it is: tap root, as you can see in this diagram also very clearly. And the next one is fibrous roots. Fibrous roots means the thin fiber-like roots are coming out of the base of the stem. Means fiber-like roots are coming out of the base of the stem. This is the main part. So here is the base, and then the fiber-like roots are coming out of it. So what kind of root it is? Fibrous roots. I hope you all will understand the difference between these two, tap root and fibrous roots. Now we have the functions of the root. What root plays an important role? So fixing the plant to the soil. The main function of the root is to fix the plant into the soil, fix the plant firmly into the soil. Secondly, to gather raw materials for the plant. Whatever raw materials are required for the plant for their growth, it gathers all the raw materials for the plant. Roots prevents the soil from soil erosion. It prevents the soil from soil erosion, means the removal of the upper layer of the soil. Some roots are modified to store food. There are some roots which are modified and which are used to store food. And such roots are like, we have carrot, radish, dahlia, sweet potato, etc. And there are some additional roots are there which are performing some additional functions. And these roots are modified to provide extra support. Like we have the roots of the banyan tree, roots of money plant. So these two tree we have here which are actually performing some additional functions. So these are the functions of the root. Now we will move on to the another part, that is the stem. The points where the leaf, as you can see in this figure also, there is a diagram, and here the points where the leaves grow are called nodes. As you can see, the point from where the leaves start growing out is known as node. And the portion of the stem between any two nodes is called an internode. here is the stem, and the portion between any two nodes is called internode. The smaller angle between the stalk of a leaf and the stem is called axil. And the branches grow out of these axils, buds called axillary buds. As you can see, this small bud is coming out from this axil. So this is known as axillary bud. And you can see here's a flower, here's a fruit. So by studying this diagram, you can understand the different things about it. As you can see in the diagram, there are buds which are present at the tip of the stem. So such buds are called apical buds. And there are some buds which grows into flowers, and such buds are called floral buds. So some important functions of the stem are: the stem holds the plant upright and supports the branches. Means the stem holds the plant so upright and support the branches straight. And in trees there is a trunk, hardwoody stem, and these trunks have a hard protective covering over it, which is known as bark. So the trunks have a hard protective covering and it is called bark. Secondly, it helps to spread out the branches and leaves so that the leaves get the maximum possible sunlight. Stems helps to spread out the branches in all the possible directions, so that branches and as well as leaves also, so that the leaves get the maximum possible sunlight and it can carry out the process of photosynthesis very easily. Then inside the stem there are two set of pipelines. Inside the stem there are two set of pipelines. One conducts water and minerals from the roots to the leaves. Means the function of one of the pipeline is to conduct water and minerals from the root to the leaves. And the function of the other one is to carry food from the leaves, because leaves are preparing food by the process of photosynthesis. So the other pipeline is carrying food from the leaves to the different parts of the body of the plant. There are some stems like roots which are modified to serve some additional functions, and that function is to store food. Like we have potatoes and onions. There are some stems which are modified to provide support, like plants of the gourd family, and the passion flower is also there. So here these are some important functions of this stem. I hope you all will understand this. Thank you.